Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. That means I need to remove this other one. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me. Let's see if I can remove this one. Hide it, I guess. Okay, you hear me now? Yeah, my Streamlabs thing kind of got messed up last night. It like updated and then it killed all my settings. So when I set up the scene, I added in obviously the video source and like my overlay, but I forgot that you have to add in your audio. Man, I haven't been talking this whole time. Gotta love it. Oh well, I'm here now. So Jonas, welcome. Icky, welcome. Why isn't Weem talking? I know, so sad. Young, welcome. I'm just gonna go with Young there. Oh man, cool. I actually feel better now. There were some people in here earlier when I first started, and I was like, oh, let me know if you can hear me. Blah blah blah. I was sitting there talking away, and nobody said anything, and I was like, whatever. They're probably like barely here or paying attention, which is fine. But now I know it was just me. Nobles. It's a cool name. I like names that are just like simple one word, actual words. I saw a guy and I thought his name was last night I saw a guy I thought his name was Photo. Photo. But it was actually instead of a T it was an F. It was Fofo. So let's see, I went what, 20 some odd minutes with no mic. Awesome. Let's see. Going for the pixies. They've got the stuff I want. They've got gems if I'm going to be out here killing anyway. They have gems that will sell for a good amount. At these levels, a good amount. Where are you going? I didn't notice that before. Their wings have like this rainbow. Like they're actually colored. It's not necessarily rainbowed, but they have multicolor to them. I didn't notice that before. Rusty two-handed sword. I'll take it. So yeah, they end up carrying things that can be sold for a decent amount for characters at this level. Now these ones are high level. We don't mess with these guys. They're going to be like red. Oh, I can't even select her. So hope you guys are doing good. Hope your day's been good. I just was kind of relaxing today and thought, you know what, I feel like playing EverQuest. Let's stream it. I did last night, so let's do it again. I may even stream, well, later tonight. Actually, I may not. I was thinking about it, but I forgot. I may have plans at this point. Can I give a quick summary of what EverQuest is? Sure. I'm always a little puzzled because I'm like, doesn't everybody know what EverQuest is? But I suppose it is. This year is its 20th anniversary. So there's certainly people who are gaming. Not to say you are, but there's people that are gaming these days that are hadn't heard of it because by the time they were born and then got into gaming, EverQuest was old news. But basically, yeah, EverQuest is an MMO from 1999. It's still a thing. You can still play it. I'm playing kind of a free version of it, although it's got all the stuff that EverQuest has. But to give you a little bit of background, so in '98 I played Ultima Online. That was like my first MMO, and EverQuest was my second MMO. I was super excited about it. I built my first computer in 1999, my first legitimate computer, because I was so excited about EverQuest. So anyway, yeah, big open world, lots of different races and stuff. I mean, this is the game that a lot of MMOs, right, move forward from, and including WoW. Back when WoW was being made, there was a lot of talk with with, you know, from those guys about EverQuest and everything. So turn on your attack, Ween. So that's the basics. It's an MMO from 20 years ago that's had a lot of expansions. There's an EverQuest 2, and the game is, I don't want to say popular, because when we say popular, you assume many thousands of people or something, but there is a good chunk of people playing. This has multiple servers, and I'm playing on a server that when I got on today had like 1,100 people online. Am I not close enough here? Swing. Huh, okay. So I had a lot of fun with it back then. And basically moved on to other MMOs. I moved on from EverQuest. I moved on to Dark Age of Camelot. Well, I played a lot of MMOs, but these are the ones I played the most. I went to Dark Age of Camelot, and then from Dark Age of Camelot, I played World of Warcraft when it came out new, and then just went through a bunch of MMOs after that. But EverQuest has this kind of like nice. The MMOs were different kind of back then, for better and worse, of course. But you know, I'm playing again largely because of the nostalgia factor, just because, you know, I can play this and go, oh yeah, oh that was so cool, and just remember the good old days. But I have seen people playing recently who never played it before, whose first MMO was WoW and everything. There's some people streaming it now that had never played it before, and they're actually enjoying it. So what I liked about it was the social aspect of the older school MMOs. You didn't have buttons I was talking about this a bit last night. You didn't have a button to click that just automatically pulled you into a group for a dungeon, and then you run around the dungeon and never talk to the people in that group, which is kind of my big experience from WoW, at least later in WoW. When we first moved to WoW, not so much, but so I think that's why Classic is kind of it's one of the reasons that a lot of people look to Classic as something they're excited about playing again, that feel again. It's very social. That's what MMOs were back in the day. They're very social. If you wanted to get anything done, you really had to work with other people, and you were always meeting new people and got to know a lot of different people. These days, a lot of the modern MMOs just kind of make things a lot more easier, in the sense of like, hit this button and you're in a group and you can do this content and never have to talk to anybody again, and you can kind of solo, quote unquote, in that sense, you know, the game. Here there's just a lot of stuff that, you know, you're going to want to group up with people for, and it's kind of a bit more accepted. And in that, I mean, like, I could walk up to somebody, for example, down here, this guy's grinding out. I could click this guy. I can hit invite him to a group. He'd probably join. He may not, but you could. It would happen to me all the time. People would invite me and I just hit accept. Like, sure, because it's just going to make it like that much easier. I have downtime. I have to stop and sit for mana. But if I'm in a group, I can help like heal that person, and I can take a little break. So yeah. So anyway, just been enjoying it. The official game now is owned by Daybreak Games, and so you can pay them $15 a month to play on their official kind of setup. But they support this, and this is Project 1999, it's called, and it's free, so you can play EverQuest for free, and they support that project. So basically, you just need the discs, the EverQuest Titanium discs, which people sell online for hundreds of dollars, but you can find the files online for free. And once you have those files, you just make an account with Project 1999 and get started. So this character is basically a model of my very first character, I think I mentioned earlier. And so last night I made him. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the High Elf Cleric. That was my first character in WoW. I've got much more lazy with the names of my characters over the years now. Because I always play a lot of characters. I make a lot of characters, so typically I just throw whatever the class is with Weem in the name. It might be like Weem Ranger or Cleric Weem, stuff like that. Because that's also like the odds of that being taken is, you know, not high at all. So can quickly just grab a name and go. Grab a drink here real quick. Okay. Corpse. Let's see. I opened my backpack to see. I've still got a good amount of inventory space. I think we'll just kind of stick out here till it's full. Javiso, welcome. Crush this wolf. Where are you going? You gonna clip into the tree a bit and pop out the other side? Is that what you're doing? Nice try. Cool. Now, I was saying before, I think it was when I was muted, or didn't have my audio set up. Sometimes you have players run through and offer to buy certain materials. I saw somebody willing to buy 10 of these ruined wolf pelts last night. They don't stack though, so I would have had to have 10 open slots. I think they were paying they're paying 10 plat for 8 of them. That's what they were doing. I definitely would have done that if I had them. Let's see. I mean, I'd like to get some more pixies while I'm out here. I'll briefly look up on the hill and get back to killing if I don't see any. No. We'll get this wolf because he'd be coming for me. Crush you. Yeah, I'm excited to get this guy kind of going because I want to go into Crushbone. It's a zone attached to this one where there's just a bunch of orcs, and I have very fond memories of that zone, going with 3-4 friends and super fun. So kind of want to get back to that. And then once that gets cleared, then I think I head south out of this zone into whatever zone it is. I can't remember what it's called. And we kill some other stuff there. So just trying to progress here. Swing at that bat. There we go. Okay. I mean, really, it's just about kind of moving from one to the next as fast as possible at this level. These are blue, you consider, it's called consider, and you hit C when you've selected an enemy, for those who don't know. And you see the blue text here. It says, this drone regards you indifferently, and blue means he's a little bit lower than me, so I kind of just want to keep fighting blues. Whites are your level, or yellow is a little bit above you. Red is a lot higher than you. Well, it's a certain number of levels above you and up. So it can be hard to tell when you have a red. And then at the bottom end, I have blue right below you and then green below that. All right, Jonas, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Still trying to stick close to town because I'm going to need to sell stuff pretty soon. I think I went down into the south corner, though. I'm all turned around. Oh, there we go. Nobles is still sitting here. Okay, that's not a pixie. We don't want to mess with the will-o-wisps. They're gnarly. I guess we'll go for the wolf. Wait. Nope, that's bee wings. Still not enough mana there. Don't need it, though. What's going on here? Oh. Vika, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. What are you up to today? There we go. Get out of I don't typically collect the meat because it's worth like nothing, but I've got space for it. So, that's what I want. Ooh, I see another one to the right too. I want you. Probably won't get the other one. Where is she? She's back there. There we go. Jeez. Can I miss more? I guess technically it's not missing. It's like I didn't have a good angle to like engage her. Sometimes there's like a little bit of like, I guess we'll call it lag. So kind of the mobs will like pop ahead of you a bit. So it's not a matter of missing. It's a matter of not actually swinging where they are. Sometimes I'll do this kind of top-down view to try and make sure they're at least somewhat in front of me. The leveling feels really slow at times. Especially, I don't know, there's something about kind of this range too, like 3 to 4 or whatever. And then like getting to 5, I think. And then after that, I don't know. It's probably because you get like your next set of spells at 5, and so you kind of have a little bit more utility and damage. But, oh, there we go. Nice. But in the meantime, it's kind of slow. So I've been going for a bit here, and we're, 20 whatever % past, or, or into this level rather. So still got a ways to go. But my inventory is, we've got room. We still got some slots there. Calling it a night. See ya. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Oh, I want that pixie. Avoid that orc. I was just about to swing at him. Now, this pixie has like a little axe. I don't remember seeing that before. Makes me wonder if, like, is the pixie going to drop that? The skeletons will drop the weapons they're carrying. We'll see. Yep. Little axe there. What else we got here? Copper band. We'll wear that, although it's not probably not doing anything for me. Whoops. I see you swinging at me, orc. Found me anyway. I'm gonna go into your zone and kill all of you guys sometime. Dang orcs. I think at that point, like, to me, that's like ideal. That's kind of nostalgia. Another big kind of nostalgia factor there is to be able to jump into Crushbone in the orc zone and like group with people there. Like, hopefully there will be some people in there, and at that point I'll probably just invite somebody, or maybe I'll shoot him a message first, say, hey, you want a group or whatever. But start grouping with some people. It's not necessary this low, so I'm not bothering because people are kind of in and out anyway. And let's see, let's do a sense direction. Can't tell. I can do the true north. Let's do that. So we're gonna face, that's north, and I want to go east if I want to get to town. It's along the east zone wall, so you always kind of know, like, if I know where north is, then I know how to get at least to the zone wall where town is. And I don't need to go there right now exactly, but I just want to kind of head in that direction. I wonder how I lost mana. I was at 11%. I haven't cast anything. It's fun fighting the skeletons. They have this cackle that is like, it just so many flashbacks. So this guy's on Orc Hill looking for more, 4+. I think I know where that is. I think it's like in the northern part of the zone. Can't quite recall. 4 more of level 4 plus, which is not me, a level 3 right now. Cruise back in this direction. Because I think I am going to sell pretty soon. Seems like I shouldn't have to have gone this far, but I was like, do I recognize that corpse? I don't. Can I beg from you? I can. Okay. I was like, I was wondering if I could beg if they were in combat with me. I know I can't do it if I'm in combat. Looks like I can though. That's funny. He's like trying to swing at my head. I'm like, do you have any spare coins? I beg of you. Okay. Silver and copper, let's see. I know there's a good number of corpses right around town. Oh, it says I'm heading south now. My sense direction worked. So I need to go like left here somewhere, but I think I might go after this orc. Oh yeah, there's the entrance. Cool. I just wanted to be near it. Okay, where'd you go? You went over the hill. I don't have any mana, so I just gotta run to catch up with you. Yeah, can't try begging while attacking. I want to try it against NPCs, but I believe I read that if you, like, when you fail, which you fail a lot early, there's a chance that whoever you're begging from attacks you, so I don't want to do that in town. That's like insta-death. But, that was kind of one of the funny things about this game, too. She's trying to shank this guy, too. Is that you could fight the guards and the people in town and everything. So you'd see, like, an evil race, like a troll or somebody over in this area, like, pulling the guards and NPCs. So there might even be an NPC that you were, like, wanting to talk to, maybe trying to buy bags or something, and somebody was there killing them. You're like, no, I just wanted to loot or buy some bags. I can't. No, I don't want you, wolf. I want you. Swing before someone takes you. Hurry up. Go. There we go. I actually had this, I was playing a bard earlier, it was a couple days ago, maybe it was last week. I made a bard, and, was it a bard or was it my druid? I can't remember now. I think it was the bard. Had like a damage, a spell that, what did it do? It increased my damage, but it was like in an area around me or something. And so I walked into town, and I wasn't even thinking. It scared the crap out of me. I walked up to this merchant, and I was just getting ready to talk to him, and he's like, bam, and just killed me. And I was like, whoa, what happened? I was like, what is going on? And that was because I had this kind of damage thing going. Didn't even realize that that was going to hit the NPC. I was like, oh, yikes. That was not good. Okay. That's not the pixies. Is that one? Nope. Got the wisp there. I think town is like right up here this way. There we go. I think I'll run this in and sell it. Take a little bit of a break from swinging. All my mana's back now. Oh, somebody, I was going to say, somebody messed a cast on me. Yep, clarity. I was like, how did that go up so quick? Technically, I should stay out here with the clarity on, because I can just kind of be using my spells much more frequently. But I only have inventory space for one more drop. So we'll run in here and sell stuff real quick. I think there's NPCs. Why did I crouch just now? Sometimes that just happens. It's weird. I don't know why. Sometimes there's these NPCs in here, and I think they sell. I mean, I could run deeper in, but I'm gonna actually try because this would save me a little bit of a run each time. Yeah, you guys saw. Oh, you saw a backpack here. I did not know that. I was looking all over before. I eventually found him in the NPCs behind deeper in town, but I didn't know this guy sold them. That would have saved me a bunch of time. Oh, I can't sell my beginner's club. We were at 11 gold. Go through all this. And what's the two-hander sell for? 2 gold? Nice. Let's see. Rusty Flail, which I already had. Oh, wait. Rusty Morning Star. 5. Minus 6. So we'll go ahead and sell that one. I don't use swords. Oh, I did need to find food, though. Food and drink, because I have a feeling that affects how quickly your mana returns. Or helps speed up the return of your mana. Okay, cool. 18 gold. Let's see. Do you have... It's like, I know the rations are a thing. Iron rations. Doesn't have any here, though. But I can't remember what counts for drink. I think milk is kind of the way to go, like in the beginning. Looks like we got none of that here. What's funny is they have the first level spells here too. I was going deeper into town to find my spells. What a noob. See, I could get beer, but I don't know that counts. It's expensive too. Yeah, somebody actually sells like milk and rations. You go find that. Actually, you know, I probably don't have to look too hard because it's likely going to be in the inn. There's like an inn back there. We'll go find that. I think it's one of these first ones. Let's see. It's the Venom. Traveler's Home. Let's see. Do you have it right up front? No ration. Unless it's RA. Rations iron. No. Not what I need. And then these are NPCs in here, I think. I mean, like non-merchants. I think there were some people around here. Huh. Upstairs. It's a little hard to navigate in here sometimes. It's like I should go to like first person, I suppose. It's a little bit easier. Yeah, maybe not. It's disorientating. Like, oh, I'm dizzy. Shop of all holds. It's all combat-y things. How about you two? So you got a bottle. I think that's for... Okay, so here we go. We have iron rations here. I think we'll go ahead and buy... These are like a gold a piece? Is that for real? Huh. Like, I don't want to spend that much. Well, here's milk. Oh, and then there's ration. Cool. You don't have to get iron ration. Got it. I'm just going to buy a stack of each of these. Good day, Weem. Welcome, Jay. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Food and drink. Cool. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. So we can kind of cruise back out of here. See, I'm pretty sure that gets consumed when you like sit and rest. It brings your mana back a bit quicker. jam back out here, and then I gotta tweak a little. I need a hotkey for muting my mic. I had one set up, but it's not working right now. Sometimes I'll have a cough or whatever, and I just want to quickly mute myself, and I don't have anything right now. Welcome, Brian. Let's see. Hello there. Been looking on starting up a classic MMORPG and having trouble deciding on which one. I've sort of narrowed it down to Everquest, Anarchy Online, and Final Fantasy 11. Well, I can't tell you about Final Fantasy or Anarchy Online. I mean, I think I played Anarchy Online a little bit, but we're talking barely. I like EverQuest, but I mean, I played it when it came out. For the first couple of years I played it. So to me, that's kind of the go-to out of those options. But I haven't played Final Fantasy, any of the MMOs, and I know that those are popular with many people. Let me see about this hotkey. Yeah, I need to do this here. Let's see, hotkeys. Where is that one? I think it's because it was part of the other audio I removed. Yeah. Move it out of there. Here we go. 9, 9. Done. Okay, let me see if this mutes me. Cool. We're all set there. Move that back over. Yeah, so Brian, I'm not sure on the MMO stuff. I guess I would recommend EverQuest, but I don't know that that's a good recommendation because I don't have experience with the other ones. So, okay, closing in on about 40% into this level. Not bad. Let's see. I'm actually going to bring up a map really quick. Let me kind of tab out of the game here. I want to go Greater Feydark map. Let's see, is this the one? Yep. Cool. Crushbone. Lesser Feydark is that one, right? Butcher Block Mountains. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought I would just kind of bring this up here real quick. I'm not sure where I can put this and still see it, but yeah, that's good enough. And then we're going to move this guy. Almost set here. Put that back here. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, I guess we'll continue here. Yeah, we'll just keep cruising around here. There's plenty to kill. Oh, this guy has got a sword. Zap. So I'm still leveling? Yeah. Yep. Picked up from where I was last night. Currently level 3. About 40% of the way into level 3. I think it was 2 when I was on last night. So just kind of doing my thing. Would love to get to 5, but it definitely can be a bit slow going. I mean, it's good to kind of get in a rhythm. You're just kind of hopping, from one creature to the next here, like on the blues, just, kill, stand, move to the nearest thing. But I tend to get a little picky. Like, I want these pixies because I like the money, the stuff they drop. It's good stuff. Could come out with a number of gold from these guys. And spells can be expensive, so... Whoops, where are you going? And then there was another one. I wish there was a loot all. Where'd that other one go? Let's see. No. I was pretty sure it was down this way. Thanks for the stream. You're off now. Alrighty. Well, the Revs. I'll just call you Revs. Revs for short. Thanks for stopping in. Didn't even realize you were here. I don't know if you said anything, but thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Hope I stream again soon. Yeah, I think I will. I was going to stream like today, aka now, and then tonight, like later. But I think that I've got some plans now for tonight, so probably won't stream tonight. What time is it here? It's 4 p.m. for me here. Yeah, I don't think so, because I was considering streaming around 9 p.m. like in 5 hours, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. And then we have Saturday. May stream tomorrow. May stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let's do some exploring though. We're going to kind of cruise along the south end of this zone. I mean, technically I was good back there. There's lots of mobs. They're blues. It's no problem. But we're going to cruise over here. So this, I forgot what this is called here. If this is like, let me look. What's 4 on the map here? Bring this map up. I just have to go to the page. Let's see. This is 4. 4 is the Wizard Spires. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, Wizard Spires. Whoa. Did I do that? Nope. Somebody gave me what? Spirit? Yeah, Spirit of the Wolf. Nice. I don't know where that person is, but I'm just going to say thanks. They'll probably hear me. I don't see him, but Spirit of the Wolf is nice. You can see like how fast I move now. Much better. Much better. It's kind of a lower level druid spell. Loot that. Does the game have legendary drops like super rare drops? It does. I couldn't tell you much about him because it's been so long. The only item I remember is an item called Journeyman Boots. And back then you would camp them forever. There was like one creature, I don't know if it was like a giant or something, and it had this like low % chance of dropping. And so you would kind of just sit there and wait for him to spawn, I think, and kill him and keep your fingers crossed. And I can't remember exactly what those boots did. I think they made you run a lot faster, among perhaps some other things as well. But yeah, there is stuff like that, like named items and everything that people go after for sure. And then there's like magical stuff too, including things that have names, but they're like a lot more common. So every once in a while, you know, since I've been back, and I played in April too for a while, you'll have people run by, high level people, and they'll be like, oh, here, I don't need these anymore, and like give you something, and it'll be like, you know, some cool item. Well, one of the things that was interesting about Everquest was that there wasn't like a level requirement on items, so you could get some really cool stuff. And again, I didn't progress to like end game. I never got like above 40 or whatever. So maybe there's stuff at higher levels that wouldn't work that way, but I don't think so. So you could end up with some stuff that was really cool. And that was like the term twinking. You know, you'd get, you'd make a low level character and you just hand them a bunch of stuff that your, you know, main character had looted and everything. So you'd end up with these level 1s. Like, why does that level 1 have like all plate gear and all this other stuff? And you're like, oh, it's a twink. It's like totally decked out, like with all this high level gear. But it's kind of funny. It's kind of a more accepted thing. Like when I was playing, part of me was like, yeah, I love the experience of playing and getting my stuff, you know, leveling up from nothing. But EverQuest was kind of always that way. People helping each other out and being like, oh, here's some stuff I don't need anymore. And it's not like you could suddenly go fight like super high level stuff. It's just things like this suddenly got like a bit easier. You're like, oh man, I can like really cut these things down. I believe 60 is the cap here. I think. I could definitely be wrong, but something like that. So I suppose I could head towards the wood elf place because it's kind of cool. I don't know that I'm heading the right direction, but maybe. Don't know which way I'm facing. I haven't seen the sense direction level up. I thought that it had like levels it could go up, but I feel like that's got to be the case because I fail so many times that I think that you can get it high enough that you just succeed every time. So I just got to kind of keep hitting it. It's one of the things about this game. For example, when you would want to level up swimming, I may have mentioned this last night. But when you want to level up swimming, you could like jump in water and auto run against a wall, so your character just sits there swimming the whole time, and you could go AFK for like a long time and come back and be like, "Oh, my swimming leveled up a whole bunch." So here you've got an ogre that's kind of out of his element here. You like the idea of no level requirements? Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Whoops, I attacked and turned my attack off. It was kind of one of those things where like stuff like that would happen. Like somebody would give you something and it would like it'd make your week. You're just like, oh, that's so cool. Like I got this cool item. So pretty sweet. So you got bandits out here. Probably fight bandits at some point. Let me look at the map. Where are bandits at? Get an idea of where I'm at. Bandit Camp 3. Okay, so if I go north, slightly west, I'll run into the Wood Elf town. I'll just do north here. Okay, so that's north. So if I head kind of this direction about, I'll run into the Wood Elf town of Kelethan. And this zone is like the most nostalgic. That's part of the reason of making this character too. Like these guys start just outside of this zone, and then they walk into this zone to level. And then the Wood Elves actually, their home is in the middle. See, it's above me actually. It's like right in the middle of this zone. And I always played like, not always, but for the most part, I played Wood Elves or High Elves. And so it was really, this zone is just like, memories. Dial-a-port. Nice. So people will teleport. You'll see, like somebody said in chat, any porter. So some people will be looking to get teleported somewhere because this game takes a long time to travel. If you were to run and take boats and stuff like that, they want somebody to teleport them there. And so basically you'll say, hey, I'm looking for a teleport to here. We'll tip. And then typically you'll get one of these guys to, say, oh, meet me at the Druid Circle, or, oh, meet me here. And then you find them, and then you join the group, and then they basically teleport you where you want to go, and you just hand them money. It's kind of a cool little system. So yeah, this is the Wood Elf town, Wood Elf starter town. It's kind of cool. I don't really need to be here, but I guess since I'm up here, I could sell what's on me just to clear out my inventory while I'm here. I thought that pixie dust would sell for more, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't have much to sell here. Okay. Let's jump back on this thing. To the Fadark. I think falling off here does kill you. I think it does enough damage to kill you at like lower level. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if you can stand on this. Oh, you can, yeah. But I think if it gets all the way to the top, you get pushed through it or something, you fall down. Something like that. And then this should be the way north here. This goes up to Crushbone where the orcs are. I think they actually have a camp up here too, but probably a bit higher than I'm ready to do. Did I go the right way? There's actually a couple elevators up into town, so I probably was on a different one. But I do want to run to the north. We'll go check it out. See what those orcs are. There's like legionnaires, I think, like inside the cave. That's the port I thought I was on. I'm so excited though to get high enough to run into Crushbone. I don't know what level. I think maybe I want to be like 6 or 7 or something. I can't remember. Maybe 8. But I see an orc. Yeah, here's an orc camp right here. So we got the Centurion is an even fight. Yeah, the problem is if I pull one, I will get both of those guys. I'm going to keep cruising up here, though. There will be, like, these legionnaires. Let's see. From the camp. Should have actually gone through it. There it is. Oh, wait. I thought that was the entrance there. There is a little road up to it, so I guess I could be looking for that. Here we go. I was going to say there's fires outside, so... And we got some orcs down here, too. Yeah, those guys are red. There's a pawn there that's blue. I think there's typically a guard right here on each side, maybe deeper in. Yeah, and since I don't see it, that means like they're probably killed, and like I could stand here and they'd probably respawn like right on me. That'd be bad news, so we're going to cruise out of there. Oracle begins to cast a spell. I hope that's not against me. We'll hit up true north here so I can do a U-turn and make sure I'm heading the right direction. What happened? Spells interrupted. Okay, so basically I want to go straight over this hill here. Slight angle, maybe. So all this stuff should be blue too. This zone at this point should be, yeah, should be blues for the most part. Technically, I can go fight over here by the lift into Kelethin. Because just like the entrance to my starting area, this one has like a lot of mobs just floating around it. Let's see, where's that lift? It's like on the north end, I thought. There it is. Yeah, so this is typically like, if I were to make a wood elf, I would have like come down this lift and just started killing stuff right around here. It can get a little crowded, and you could end up having to move farther out to kill stuff, but it's like barren out here now. What happens when you don't update EQ? Left with a lot of updating. I don't know. Like when I installed the game, I think it did an update. It was pretty quick. Are you using Project 1999 to play, Young? Let me know, because that's really what I'm the most familiar with. And when I say I'm the most familiar with, that just means like I'm kind of familiar with it. The setup process for Project 1999 is it's not super simple. It's not hard, but there's a number of steps there. I mean, I can't remember when I installed it. I don't feel like it had to update for long, but I did. I'll tell you what, I did earlier today. Double click my icon to get it started, and it said connecting. It may have even said connecting for update. And it sat there for so long. I think I let it sit for 10 minutes, and it still just said connecting. I closed it, and then I restarted the game, and the game just started up like normal. So, I don't know. Might have just been a thing. You might try just restarting it. But if you've just got it going, it may need to update, and I may just not be remembering, like, mine updating. In Project 1999, they have, like, one of the steps in the setup is to right-click the shortcut for the game, and then make it run as admin, and then also into the target, you add, like, space patch me, so it stays up to date. Whenever you run it, it'll check for the update. Might be in the waiting process. Yeah, not sure. So you're saying you are using Project 1999? Let's see. Oh, we're back at the spires. And is this the zone wall? It looks like it's the zone wall. Which Which means this is the south wall. Which this will put me back towards my starting zone. There should be a zone out of here to the south as well. Like this road will make a right and go through. Is it here? Yeah. That goes into the next fade arc, like lesser fade arc. Yeah. Project 99. You haven't played the game in a long time? Damn, you feel old saying that? Hey, I'm right there with you. When the game came out in 99, how old was I in 99? I was 22. 22 at the time. I had been playing Ultima Online just before that. Not for long, though. A friend of mine got me into Ultima Online. I'd only been playing about 6 months by the time Everquest came out. He was like, hey, you should play Ultima Online with me while we wait for Everquest. Because he'd show me that, and I was like, oh, that looks super fun. The graphics were amazing at the time. I bought this magazine. I wish I still had it. It was like PC Gamer, or I don't know. It's one of these PC gaming magazines, Game Informer or something. And they had like, I bought it because it had like this, I don't know if it was the cover was related to Everquest, but I knew it had this like big article about Everquest, and in there were all these screenshots, and I still remember one of the screenshots was a dwarf like mid running, like a side view. He was running, and he was in the air, like neither feet were on the ground, and he was running over like ice or whatever. And I was like, oh, it looks so cool. The graphics are amazing, so amazing. Now it's fun to not only to obviously I can see them now because I'm playing the game, but before I got back into this, every once in a while looking up screenshots of classic Everquest, going like, oh man, I remember thinking that was, I mean, it was great at the time. I gotta stop being fussy and just kind of kill what's in front of me. Stop being picky. Yeah, Project 99. A couple other people I know are going to be playing it soon. I've got a local friend of mine here too. He played Everquest. He played it a lot more than I did back in the day. And so he's been getting ready to start. He has it installed and everything. He just hasn't really jumped on to get going yet. So part of me was thinking like, man, maybe I should make a guild so we can like all chat. So that might be something I do soon. Just so it's kind of easier for us to communicate when we're separated, because I think he wanted to play a barbarian, and we could certainly get together. But as you may recall, it's not like super easy to get together in the beginning. Obviously, you could like pay for a port, stuff like that, but oh. Okay, look, but if I see a pixie, I'm going for pixie. I mean, that's just how that's going to go. If I can select her, there we go. It didn't go. Nope, again. There we go. Still got my Spirit of the Wolf. What did I lose? Oh, the clarity. I can't remember if I get that as a cleric. I feel like I don't. Give me something good. Nope. Wait, did I swing at you? I did. Fine. I was like, there's a pixie. I want to get that pixie. Select the pixie. Come on, what if I select out in front of her? Alright. Keep this going. Oh, I've got an orc on me now. That's no fair. Oh, did somebody pull? Okay, I'm fine with that. I would have been fine, but that's okay. You were 10 when the game was out, but you started around when you were 20. Gotcha. If you need an extra player, I'm there. When I first played, loved the game. But work at the time took over. Yeah, work will do that. I mean, not for me. I've been pretty hardcore gaming ever since then. I've always found time, but I know that's not possible for everybody. I have a job that we employ many other fellow gamers, so gaming can happen at work as well. A job I've been at a long time now. There we go. Keep going, Ween. Keep going. You were 10 when Everquest came out. Yeah. So that's probably some of your, like around the time you were probably first gaming or somewhere around there. My very first gaming experience was my mom's Atari. My mom was a bit of a gamer. So she had an Atari, so literally my first gaming experience was Pong, things like that. And then she bought my brother and I an NES, bought us a Nintendo when those came out. And then ever since then, she kind of always bought us different consoles. Come on, buddy. Super Mario, yeah. They moved on to Sonic, yeah. So I had a Nintendo. My brother and I had a Nintendo, and then after the Nintendo, I wanted a Sega, so I got a Sega. My mom got me a Sega, so I had that hooked up. That was really cool because the Nintendo I had to share with my brother in a room, but by the time I got the Sega, I had my own room, and so that got to be in there with my own TV, and I lived on Sonic. But I was also like starting to play football as a kid, and so I was really getting into sports games. So I was playing like Madden and things like that. Madden came later, I suppose. It was like high school, really. But started with Sonic and stuff. I kept the Sega around for a while. What did I just hit? Sometimes I think I selected an enemy, and the spell goes off, and that enemy doesn't do anything. And I realize that I've targeted something else. Okay. Keep it going. Oh, now I just have Spirit of the Wolf. I need to throw on my my buff. Star Trek Online. And you still play Star Trek Online? You know what's funny is I have a really good friend of mine who loves Star Trek Online. And he always gets us to try to play. And me and another friend. And we've done it 2 times. 2 different times we've installed it. We're like, okay, fine. We cave. We're like, fine, we'll play it. And then we play for a little bit. And then, you know, that friend and I are like, nah. I could definitely see the draw in some certain areas, but yeah, he's way into it. He still plays. Okay, cool. Let's see. Try to orient myself again. That's north. Yeah, let's go back this way. You have to wait a second. Draw. You mentioned your wallet. I was trying to think. It doesn't cost anything, right? Star Trek doesn't. They don't have like a. Wait, is it? Is it free to play? I can't remember. You're not the right kind of pixie. Yeah, I remember flying around in ships and Star Trek, and I don't know, we were doing different quests. A friend was telling us where to go. He's like, oh, come over here, go over there. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. I was like, never knew what I was doing. I was like, okay, what button? Oh, do that? Okay, got it. Star Trek is free to play with a lot of restrictions. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I got a friend of mine who's way into it still. He loves it. There's a little wolf ad. It's fine. Saves us a trip finding our next pull. Cool. Boom. The skeletons go down. Easy money. And I don't think they're green either. Oh, I missed the pixie. Tell you what, we're going to try and, like, zap you real quick. Let's go get that pixie. She's trying to get away. How's my mana? Cool. Mine. No! Mine. No! Oh, I don't ever selected. Like, don't you hit that pixie. Okay, well, we're past halfway through the level. My inventory's probably fine. Six more slots. Let's see, what are the bats here still? Yeah, they are blue. I thought there might be some greens, but I think they're still consistently blue. What are we going? Hour 25 minutes now, stream? Not bad. Probably shoot for like 2 hours. Probably do another 30 minutes or so. No? There is a spell I will get, I think at 5th level, that's an area damage spell. Be kind of nice, because like in this case I would have also grabbed this skeleton at the same time. And then drop that AE, because it's really no problem fighting. Wait, can I ditch you? Yeah. I want you instead. End game bad guy. To be honest, I don't know. I think there's like, it's raids, and there's like multiple of them at the top level that include like dragons, and I know there was like the plane of fear. I think there's different planes and stuff, so but I never got into raiding because I only played the first 2 years or so and made a bunch of characters, so I never really progressed to endgame. Couldn't say. I guess part of the answer is that I don't think there is a main end boss, like one, like, you know, primary, but there's just multiple raids. Seeing a number of people out here now. But it is Friday, and we probably have more people getting off work in the last couple hours, so at least here in the US, so it's not a bad thing though. I actually like it when there's a bunch of people on. No pixies around. Oh, there's one on the hill. Or no, it's one of the other ones, I think. I can't select her. Oh, it is a pixie. Hurry up and loot. Ugh, so hard to target them sometimes. I was looking too at like key binding. I was like, is there like, can you tab like nearby enemies? But tab cycles between your target and you. Like now I can hit tab and go back and forth between the two of us. And they have like nearest PC, nearest NPC, and then there's like F1 through 5 or whatever to cycle through your group members, but there's no target nearest enemy or toggle through nearby enemies, which would be nice. There might be some other way of doing it, but as far as the key bindings go, there's nothing in there, so. What can you do? Oops. There we go. Da, 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 da. Okay. Let's see. What's your opinion of P99 over live or live progression server? I assume since you're on P99, it's your preferred. You know what? I'm not a good person to ask that question because I don't know 100%. But what I can tell you, I did learn more about this actually last night. Somebody was streaming. I was like, I kind of just want to watch somebody stream. I forgot what I was doing, but I was like, let me find a Everquest stream. So I went on Twitch, and the #1 stream guy like jumped into his, and he had this really cool looking UI. So I was like, hey, where did you get this UI? And he's like, oh, a friend of mine made it. And I was like, cool. Like, what are you playing, Project 99 or what? He said, nope, I'm playing the official, monthly subscription Daybreak Games version, the official version of the game. And I had said that I was playing Project 99, and he said, oh, this version is much better. And so I was saying, I kind of asked him why. Told him that I was like, probably wouldn't be doing raiding. So his response was, well, if you don't really anticipate getting to level 60 and doing raids, then Project 99 is fine for you. He's like, it's totally fine. But if you're doing raids and you're doing that in-game kind of stuff, the official version is better because of the way like raids, I guess, are handled here. They have to be done differently here. So I think what he was saying was, for example, when they do a big, like a normal raid, you'd have to go through a zone, and then you would fight the guy in that zone, the boss or whatever. So that happens on the live version. He was saying you've got to go through, kill all the mobs, kind of get to that enemy, and then kill him. He said on Project 99, what they do is they time the bosses. They come at certain times, and you never know what those times are going to be. And what they do is the GMs pull the boss to the zone entrance, and something along those lines. And then it's kind of like whatever group is ready can like jump in and attack. And then if the first to do that, I guess, gets like a certain amount of time to like fully engage the boss or something. But anyway, he said that was problematic because at one point there was a GM giving up the times to certain people, like giving people a heads up. And so that was less of an issue, I think, than it was like he wanted the classic kind of raiding where you go through the zone and do all that stuff. Anyway, that's a long explanation of the little bit of info I got from him. But again, he seemed very experienced, had played a lot of both. And he said, if you're not going to be doing raiding or anything, then Project 99 is fine. He said you should probably just stick with that then versus paying the $15 a month. But he said, the other thing he said, though, there was this too. He said that that Project 99, I guess, is closer to Classic. But what he likes about the Daybreak version is that they have quality of life improvements. So he said that it's a little bit faster. I think he meant faster progression. It's a little faster level because things aren't so difficult or archaic, I guess. I don't know. He didn't get into detail there, but So anyway, those were his two differences he talked about. If I hadn't heard that from him, I'd be telling you that I have no idea what the difference is. Get that wolf. Okay, what do we have here? Am I full yet? No, still have those 4 slots open. All this stuff I've been picking up stacks of the other stuff for the most part, so keep it going. Yeah, I'd really like to be able to play with other people. I think that's like part of what interests me, is that I'd like to be able to jump in and stream and then potentially play with people as well who are either here watching me or just people that I've met in game and kind of got to playing with. But some guy saved my life I was talking about this last night. There was a guy, I guess it was 2 nights ago, that prevented me from dying. I got an ad and I was like, oh crap. And this guy had said in chat, he was like, you need some help? And I was like, please. And so he took the ad and killed it. And then I sat to rest, and him and I were just chatting for a while. And I ended up leaving, and he's like, oh, these things drop here and I don't need them. And when I get one, it's like a little totem that your character can hold in his offhand. He's like, I'll bring it to you. So he ended up getting one, and I met up with him, and he passed that on to me, which was cool. And so he was like, yeah, next time you're playing, look me up. And it's just one of those things. That's like one of the things I miss about the older school MMO experience, was that that's just kind of, those kinds of things were much more common. It's not to say they can't. Dang it, that was mine. Rude. Just kidding. So anyway, that's kind of one of the things I miss. It's not to say you can't have that in games like WoW. But WoW, in these more modern MMOs, have tools that kind of make that not important. Like getting to know people doesn't matter. Talking to people, you don't really need to talk to people. And granted, there are the raids and stuff in the end, but where you end up going in with groups and everything. But I think largely even that's taken care of with the group finding stuff. So this guy's got a staff I'll take just to sell. Hum. The grind is definitely, EverQuest is definitely the grind, kind of leveling up, but I don't know, like, it never really bothered me that much. There's a lot of grinding games I'm totally fine with. Totally fine. That's one of the things, like in Dark Age of Camelot, I actually liked a lot. It's pretty much what you do in EverQuest as well, but I loved getting together with a group of my friends and camping a spot, and spawns would pop, and it was a challenge. It's not like you were fighting easy stuff. The stuff would spawn, and if somebody wasn't there, like somebody was like on a bio break, they're going to the bathroom or whatever, and somebody pulled something in accidentally or whatever, and it was like, oh geez, are we gonna live? And even though you're fighting the same group over and over again, there was a goal. You're getting the experience. You were oftentimes after some kind of item, and for somebody in the group. And I don't know, I found it fun. Massively single player experience. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm cool with WoW because I played it in the beginning, and I played the first number of years. Then I took a bit of a break, and then I went back and played. I'm forgetting the expansion now. The one where you have the garrisons, whenever that one came in. And then I think was Legion after that one. So that one I played a good amount, maxed my character through that content. And then I bought this one, Battle for Azeroth, BFA. I bought it fully intending on playing it. But then by the time it came out, I was like, not so much. I haven't even played BFA, and I bought it. Warlords of Draenor, that's the one, yeah. So that was the first time I went back. And I played that one quite a bit. And then Legion I played a lot, like I said. And BFA I was like, during Legion I was like, yeah, BFA I'm going to play quite a bit. I'm excited about a lot of the features. But then towards the end, like just before BFA came out, I was kind of like, I don't know, like not so excited. Because even like I had jumped into this, not through Project 99, but I was playing some Everquest in April a little bit. And I was like getting less excited about playing WoW and kind of more nostalgic for the older school experience. So when BFA came out, I was like, nah. We miss streaming. What's up, Andrew? Welcome, welcome. You missed the videos? Yeah, I know. I've taken a big break from making them videos. BFA made you tired of WoW. They've done so much wrong. Yeah, for sure. It's a bummer. Like, you know, the whole the Diablo thing was a mess. I was really excited. I was like, man, I'm so stoked for like Diablo, and Diablo 4 would be cool. I would have even taken a big expansion to Diablo 3. That would have been fine. So that was a bummer. And then they've just had one thing after another. That's just, you look at it and go, this is what you get when a big company comes in, Activision, and that's just kind of how things go. And it's just super sad. It is sad. It doesn't even make me mad. It just bums me out. What a bummer. Because it seems like this is going to be the way it goes. Like, Blizzard's just kind of going to disappear. The Blizzard that we know. Whole teams of people leaving. I just read that like 5 of their main guys from like Hearthstone or whatever, they've created a new company now and they're working on a Marvel project. I mean, I'm interested in that. I'm like, that'd be cool. Let's see what they do. But it's also takes away from Blizzard, you know? It's just a bummer. Oh well, I guess though, things change. What was that? I don't even remember what those are. Water flask. Oh, Brian. City of Heroes. Don't even get me started. I almost cry every time I think of that game. A little tear comes to my eye. Me and my friends here, I've got a couple local friends. We get together at my house and game, and the 3 of us are just like, oh, man. Pour some out. Pour one out for City of Heroes. So sad. I miss that game so much. Man, we love that game. I would love to see, you know, some kind of project, something come along for City of Heroes. I mean, it can't happen, but would I have loved that? Just to be able to play that some more right now. Oh, so good. I still have my CDs. I see them and I cry. Oh yeah, Andrew. It was super fun. Man, I love that game. A hatchet man. What's he? Blue? Cool. I don't even remember there being an orc hatchet man. That's the first MMO you maxed multiple. Yeah, it's funny. I don't typically do that either. WoW, I had max level characters multiple, but City of Heroes I did not. But City of Heroes was so good with its character creation that it played into my addiction of making new characters. I was always making new characters, and I would never progress anyone that far. Because I would really like, oh, I love this character, and I get playing a while, but I would think of this new idea. I'm like, oh, I've got to make this new character. So cool. I loved their character creation system. All the powers and everything. Oh, super fun. Oops, I'm not auto-attacking here. Yeah, I really missed that game, for sure. Okay, we are out of room now. I guess we'll head back some direction. Oh, I mean, I will break for pixies. Yeah, no warning. NCSoft just pulls the plug. Yep. I know. And there's been a number of quote unquote successors, people trying to do it. And I'm just like, good luck. But I think that's what we're missing right now. I mean, I keep finding myself looking at like DC Online and stuff like that because I just want that experience again. But, you know, I look at DC Online, I'm like, it looks graphically cool. And then, but then I always, you know, I'm reminded by reading what people are saying about it and everything. I'm like, oof. Let's see. What's weak? I know these wings are lame. I know the meat doesn't sell for much. And the ruined pelts don't either. Let's get rid of that. Is there a way to get the chat up on the stream? I don't know for YouTube. I'm trying to remember. There's a few YouTube streams I watch and they don't have their chat up. That could just be their choice, but I would like to do that. I do it on Twitch, but YouTube I only just got set up last night, so I don't really play with much of that stuff. Maybe I'll play with that soon. Next time I stream, maybe. You meant on your end. The chat next to the stream. I mean, I think it is when you're watching it. I don't know if you're watching on mobile, but if you watch it in your browser, the chat's on the right side. But you can pop out the chat too. There's like the 3 dots. You can click that and pop it out. Then it becomes its own little browser window. You could move wherever. I don't know if that gets you what you want, Andrew, but... Oh, you have to scroll down to see it? Yeah, try doing the pop-out, the 3-dot thing. Hit that, and there's a pop-out chat, and it'll be its own little browser window. That's what I have right now, and then I move that over to my right monitor so I can kind of look over at it. Let's see, I just did the face north thing. I do it again. I wanted to get turned back to town. I got to sell this stuff. So that's north. This is east-ish. Pop out works? Awesome, yeah. There we go. Oh, some of the devs from City of Heroes worked on Champions Online. Gotcha. Yeah, Champions Online. I can't remember if I played that or not. I feel like I did. And that sounds familiar what you're saying about the devs. I seem to remember there being some kind of connection, but I can't remember if I played that. I want to say no. Don't think I did. Yeah, I'd love that. They had, you know, there was the Marvel game that they just like... Oh, excuse me. That they just killed. I think it was this year. Oh, it was like Marvel Heroes, I think. It was kind of action RPG-ish, like Diablo-ish. That isometric kind of view with Marvel characters. And I played that a bit, and I remember thinking it was like, all right. But I would love to see, like, really, really what I would love. So there's actually 2 kind of like superhero games I want to see. I want a Marvel meets XCOM 2. I want to have that, you know, kind of the mobile flying base, kind of like taken from, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I forgot what they call their plane thing, even though I've seen all of the seasons. Something like that. Give me this mobile base that flies around with like some Marvel, like some of the smaller time Marvel heroes, but I can like start to gather more and more of the big name, and then let me put together my teams and play XCOM style. Like, I would love that. That's like one game I would like. Another would be to just give me like a Marvel action RPG similar to Diablo. Something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. I know there was like Marvel Alliances or something like that, which is kind of similar. I think it was a console thing. But anyway, I would love to see things like that. think I need any of this stuff. Marvel Heroes, yeah. Yep. They shut it down. They were doing some other project like Marvel Omega or something, which I think was like this next evolution of Marvel Heroes. But then, yeah, they killed all that. I was like, what a bummer. What's interesting to me, though, is that I don't know if it's like 8 silver for that. That's a bummer. Because you have the cancellation of various Marvel shows right now. Daredevil and, you know, through the line, like Luke Cage and the Netflix Marvel shows. And I was like, that's weird, man. I thought those were doing decent. I don't know why they got shut down. And then there's this YouTuber that does, like, talks about comic stuff that I like. You know, it's channel Comics Explained. And he was doing a Q&A, and somebody was like talking about, hey, what do you think's going to happen with these things? They're canceling these shows. And he was like, well, Disney has Marvel or whatever, and there was something that if Disney wanted to do stuff with some of these things, they had to shut them down, I guess, pretty quickly, because there was some X amount of years that they couldn't use them, you know? So it's like the sooner they shut them down, the sooner they could actually get to using them. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then it made me wonder if that had anything to do with like the Marvel Heroes game getting shut down, because that was this year. I think it was this year. X-Men stuff. That's cool. Okay, I said I was going to stream for 2 hours. That leaves me about another 10 minutes or so. Doesn't have to be exactly 2 hours, but I think we'll cruise out here and try to get a little more killing in. Especially if I can get some pixies. How much money are we at now? Oh, we're at 1 plat. Cool. Very nice. I wouldn't mind getting some armor at some point, but I think I can wear some decent armor, and it's not really cheap, so I won't worry about it too much, because really grinding out what I'm doing is like I'm not concerned for my life. So the armor is not like a necessity. I also think that eventually when I move on to like the orcs and stuff, you'll start getting more of the leather kind of armor drops, so that should take care of that. I still wouldn't mind having a Warhammer, but because I think like this does 6, the Morningstar does 6. I think the Warhammer does like 8 or something. But I think it's pretty expensive. It might be a plat or something or 2. I don't really want to spend it on that. Squish. Squish, you bat. Yeah, I was never like a comic book kind of kid. Like I had some when I was a kid, but just a few. And so I never got super into them. I was like, around the time I would have been into comics, I was into Choose Your Own Adventure. I had liked so many of those books. Loved them. But lately, in the last couple of years, I've got really into the comic book stuff. It's not like I've bought a lot of comics. I have bought some, but I've been really into the story stuff because there's so much there. It's overwhelming. Like, where do you start? But this YouTube channel, Comics Explained, he basically goes through the stories of a number of the different comics, like Marvel stuff. And to me, I'm like, oh man, that's cool. I get to hear like the whole story, and I don't have to try and go find like this huge series of comics. So, you know, it's kind of like I'm getting the story at no cost through his channel, but at the same time, it's actually drawn me in, and I have bought some comics, and I got a Comixology account, and I have some comics there digitally, and so anyway, I've been hooked into that kind of stuff more recently, and so it's made me really want those games. I'm like, give me some Marvel games. Actually, even DC has kind of I've been getting interested in that from his channel as well. I never was before. I wasn't never much of like a Batman guy or, you know, any of that stuff. Superman, I was like, eh. But now I'm like kind of getting more into those stories. Mana, please. Let's see. It just reminded me my cousin played Everquest too, or Everquest as well. I don't mean Everquest, the second one. And he had a character. This name's here, Mana Please. His character's name was Microwave, and he was also a high elf. I just had a flashback of his character. Microwave. Kitten, welcome. Haven't seen this in a while. Yeah. Brian, you're saying you like the variety powers? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like support kind of stuff, for sure. Yeah, I miss that game a lot. And I actually like playing support in MMOs too. I don't like tanking because there's a lot of responsibility there. You have the potential to really screw things up. And I don't like all that responsibility. Um, and I played striker types before, but I do typically like to play support. I like to be healing or buffing. Even healing has responsibility. Obviously, you can screw that up. But for example, in Dark Age of Camelot, I played a warden, and I really loved that class because I could do like some decent damage, but I had like a speed buff, and I had other group buffs and bubbles and like all kinds of stuff to help the group. But I also couldn't really like screw the group up either. Like it was beneficial to have me there, but also not a big deal if I like quote unquote messed up. So I like it when I can kind of fit right in that niche there. I do miss Dark Age of Camelot too. That was probably the MMO I've had the most fun in, playing with others. I've been kind of keeping an eye on Camelot Unchained, because it's like the same people, not all the same people, but some of the main people who did Camelot, or Dark Age of Camelot, but I don't know. From what I've seen, it leans a lot more into the PvP or the RVR experience, which Dark Age of Camelot certainly had, but I felt like there was two sides of it. There was RVR, and then there was like the PvE side, which had a lot of content, and I feel like this one is actually less PvE and much more focused on the RVR, so I don't know that I get super into it, but oh yeah, you like Dark Age 2? Oh, I love Dark Age of Camelot. It's so good. So good. Yeah, I played on, what was the server? I think the server was called Pantheon. It was that, or I was in a guild called Pantheon. And it was a guild. I was on the Moors server, Mors, I think it was, playing the Midgard side. And I did that for a while and enjoyed that. But then some friends went to the Geharis server. I forgot what they call that server. Like, there's a specific name for it, but it's like all of the realms. There was no RVR. All the realms could play together. They have a name for it. Co-op server. So I was like, okay, I'll try that out, and I loved that. That was the greatest thing ever because it was like you had a lot of character, and like the race options were great. No matter what side you chose, you had good options, and then each side had tons of classes, so there's a lot to choose from. But when you have all of them to choose from and put groups together with, man, that was super fun. I loved that. I played a Furbolg. Warden was my main character. I loved him. Super fun. Yeah, I played a theurgist. I played all the classes to a certain extent, every single one of them, all sides. um but the theurgist I didn't play a ton of. Yeah. Yeah, Warden was my favorite. That was the was it it's the Hibernian, what's the I think that's what they're called. I can't remember, it's been so long. And then on the Midgard side, it was a class that came later, but I really liked Bone Dancer. Let's see, what was my favorite on the Albion? I think like, oh, I liked the Armsman on the Albion side. I got one of those up there too, pole arm and everything. It was a lot of fun. Hibernia, yeah. Life Tap Bone Dancer. Oh yeah, dude, I remember playing him, and I think they got nerfed later. May have even been much later, but I was like, these guys are unstoppable, man. They're so cool. So fun. Which was fun, like a nice change for my warden, because my warden could definitely, I could actually solo some stuff really well. I actually still have videos I watch every once in a while. I recorded some videos. Um, uh, Soloing down in Darkness Falls, like I could take the Umber Hulks or whatever that were purple, and then the Inquisitors that were red and stuff like that. I could solo them, no problem with my warden. Usually they'd, I'd be like full life by the time they drop. Granted, I wasn't killing them super fast, but I could do it. There's a P99 version of Dark Age. Interesting. I just keep wanting them to go free to play or something. I don't want to pay a subscription. I did do that. I did a subscription a couple years ago, but only for a few months with a friend who had also played. And it was fun. It was actually still fun. I was like, man, this is still fun. I like this game. But we moved on to something else. So we only did it for a few months. And I played an Armsman again. I think we only got into our like 30s and then we stopped. Okay. Yeah, if Dark Age were free to play, I would get back to that at some point soon, I think. It's funny how much people come into this, though, like to your enjoyment, because I loved Everquest, and I had a lot of friends playing it. People I met in game were great, but Dark Age was my favorite, and it probably has a lot to do with the guild I was in and how big the guild was and how well it was, like, run and everything. Everybody was really cool in it, and we did really well on the Gahara server, and that probably contributes a lot to my like enjoyment of that game. You put the most time into Dark Age? Yeah, probably me too. I think so. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a two-hander. The hammer that I can use looks kind of like that. Yeah, Dark Age that might be where I had most of my time too. I don't know, it's a toss-up. I did put a lot of time into World of Warcraft in the beginning, so... Dark Age I played for like 3 years, I think. Something like that. I switched to WoW when WoW was new, and that was 04, end of 04, November 2004. And I played Dark Age when it was new. So I can't remember now how many years that was. A couple of years in there. I actually had a really good deal with WoW in the beginning. I had a friend that worked for Blizzard, and so I got what was called a friend account on for World of Warcraft. So I had no subscription for the first 2 years. The game was just free. And I also got to play the day before release. So I was running around the server. We were playing on the Loon, running around that server day -1, and there was only like 10 people on, and I knew they were like either Blizzard employees or they were friends of Blizzard employees. So it was cool having a nice little head start, and then of course nice not to have to pay a subscription for 2 years. Yeah, the Necromancer was cool too. I played a Necromancer pretty high, but that was like pretty quick leveling, so I didn't actually spend a lot of time with the Necromancer. I think I played the Necromancer with a couple other people. We jammed them through levels real quick, and then I didn't play him again. So not a class I was super familiar with. My brother really liked his Necro though. So I'm really looking forward to Pantheon, this MMO coming out. Like, I actually don't even know if it's coming out next year. It's like early alpha, and they're letting like certain streamers play it. And basically, the devs play with those streamers. Um, and that one, I don't know if you've kind of followed that, but Pantheon is being made by Brad McQuaid, who made EverQuest. And they are definitely all about getting back to the old school uh, philosophy, I guess, of MMO, but it's modernized, right? And from like a graphic standpoint and other elements too. They're kind of shooting to take for the best of both worlds. So the more I see on that one, the more excited I get about that one. So I imagine I will be playing that one when it comes out. It looks good. Oh, you watch Ko play it? Yeah, I watch Ko as well. Yeah, and I've seen a number of other people stream it too. One of the streamers, there's a guy who streams on YouTube, and he's played it, and he's actually one of the ones I was kind of talking about earlier, who had never played it. His first MMO was WoW, and he's a younger guy, and basically he played Pantheon, and he streamed it, and then that did well on his channel, and he was like, hey, I think I'm going to try EverQuest because I've never played it, but I always hear about it, and playing Pantheon now, like, I keep hearing about EverQuest, so I'm going to do it. And now he's just all in on EverQuest. He's streaming it, like, I don't want to say daily, but close to daily, and he's like, I'm just going to stream this until WoW Classic comes out. So there we go. Yeah, his name is Alex Sensual. Don't tell him I said this. I'm not really a big fan of his. Something about him rubs me the wrong way a little bit. But it's interesting to watch him stream because of that point of view, because he's kind of a WoW player. That's what his channel is like known for, and he is going back when Classic comes out. But to see somebody like that get into EverQuest, because I saw a video where he was going to be playing it, he had mentioned it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to try EverQuest." And in my back of my mind, I was like, "He's not going to like it because he's a modern MMO guy. He came in with WoW and this other stuff, but." That's just my guess. But then he went in and actually really enjoyed it. So sometimes when he's streaming, I'll jump in and watch him for a little bit. Um, but I can't watch for too long. It's a maturity thing. Nothing against him. He's got a lot of people watch. His channel's growing. Just not for me, I guess. Ninja started playing Final Fantasy 11, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I've got some friends playing. Like, so I don't know the difference. Like, if 11 is the current main big one or not. I do have friends playing Final Fantasy right now, and I know like, oh, the MMO Final Fantasy, but I don't know if that's 11 or what because I don't follow Final Fantasy. But um, the people I know that have played it have told me that they enjoy it. Are you fleeing already? Wait, what's going on here? Ninja playing Final Fantasy. That's funny. MMOs are in a really weird place right now. That news to me is kind of interesting because that's obviously going to open up a lot of like younger gamers to like MMOs, which I don't think like a big I don't think there's a huge quantity of young gamers playing MMOs right now, so it's interesting. Oh, 14 is the current one. Gotcha. Where are we at here? All right, I kind of feel like I should keep going until I level because we are actually close to level 4. Gotta keep it going. Keep on the grind. I don't know why I didn't go for the pixie. Can I get the pixie from here? Oh, somebody pulled her. Dang it. Guild Wars 2? Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is great. I haven't played Guild Wars 2 in a while. I did have a max... Did I hit max level? I feel like I did. I'm pretty sure I did. With my... What's the little guy's called? The Asura, I think. And he's a paladin, I think. Whatever that warrior class type is. Is it a paladin? It doesn't seem right, but it might be. Yeah, I played that with friends for a while. We enjoyed that one. Then we went back to it some time ago, but... Is it a paladin? He had this, like, twirling attack with his overly massive two-handed sword. Overly massive for his size. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is cool, though. Yeah, yeah. It feels like a paladin, but yeah, I forgot what it's. Oh, is it a guardian? I think it's a guardian. I was like, I forget what it's, and then it popped into my head. Pretty sure it's a guardian. An Asura guardian. I always like playing the small races. My first character in WoW was a gnome rogue. A pixie for me? Oh, there's another player up here. Mine. Dagger deals. Nice. Lizardy things or dragons. There you go. You could take the wolf. It's cool. Or help me with that trickster. That's fine. Cool. Sounds like we played a lot of the same games. Oh, there's one I haven't played. Astaria. Never played that one. Sounds familiar, but I can't picture it. Okay, we're turned around. I didn't think I was going right towards the entrance there. Nope, I hit the bat instead. It's another one of those cases where I'm like, I dropped him quick though. Somebody just said in chat, like, they asked how much the Crushbone belts are going for. I buy and sell 2 plat belt, 3 plat pad. I remember now they say that, and I'm like, I think the belts are magic. They give you some kind of small bonus to something. Maybe strength or something, I can't remember. The memories. You know, I'm tired of chasing you. What? That didn't kill you? Get out of here. Ooh, a box. There we go. Small box, I'll take it. Oh, they're turned into requests. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, I knew there was something kind of different about them. I couldn't remember what, though. Oh, do you have to have a certain number of them? You're saying that I'll turn them in for request. Yeah. Oh, man, that seems familiar. Do you do that with the wood elves? I don't remember. No J-boots yet. No, way too early for me to have J-boots. Damohawk. Demo. I'm always looking for ways to kind of shorten people's names here. Make it easier on myself. If I remember right, it's 4 belts, and it was the easiest way for ogres to become non-kill on sight. Gotcha. Demo, you can play Everquest for free via Project 1999, or I think most people just call it Project 99 or P99. That's how I'm playing. Free to play. Not free to play in the sense of like pay for free with microtransactions. So it's just you can play it for free. I'm out of mana. I think I'll sit for a second. I need to grab a drink anyway. Let's sit and grab a drink. Okay. Yeah, if you're looking to play EverQuest for free, just look up Project 1999. I believe it's like the first thing to show up in Google. And I think when you go there, it's the page where they, on their forums, where they walk you through how to get started. I sat down long enough to get some mana to do a nuke that like missed or something. You played 99 to 2004? Yeah, I played 99 to 2001. I played again in April of this year for a little bit and then stopped. And then now I'm on Project 1999, which I just started like a week ago. So P99 usually the most watched of the EverQuest streams. Yeah. It's kind of the thing that comes up. You can get the official one from Daybreak and the monthly subscription thing, but ding. I don't even know that I knew there was a subscription version. I think I knew of the Project 1999 version first. Recover old accounts? Oof, I don't think so. That was when it was like through Sony and stuff. I'm not sure if any of that transferred when they were bought or anything. I have no idea. It's a good question though, because my old account would be really interesting to play with again. But I don't think that'd be the case. Granted, I went to name my character Talek and it said the name was taken. But I'm on Project 99 though. That's different. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I have doubts. Probably not, but I leveled. I don't know why I need to go after this guy. I'm gonna head out here shortly. After that, they dropped him after 3 years. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I remember back in the day, my main character, this High Elf Cleric that I made back in the day, I accidentally deleted him. It wasn't that hard to do back in the early days. And it was super late and I was like trying to log off or whatever. I think I'd like half fallen asleep and I kind of closed the game out. And I remember when I got out of the game, I was like, did I delete my character? And I was like, no, there's no way I deleted my character. Like, but I was so tired. I was like, whatever. And then when I went to play the next day, my character was gone. I was like, oh my God, I think I actually deleted my character. Like, what an idiot. And I sent a request in through support and they like got me the character back. I think like the next day. I was like, oh, I about had a heart attack. Even though he wasn't like max level or anything, I was so bummed. I was devastated. I was like, I can't believe I did that. What server did you used to play on? In EverQuest? Like, if you would have said, was there one server or many? I would have said, I don't remember. So me remembering the name of the server that I played on, no idea. I'm not sure. That's funny. My main back then was a dwarf cleric. I still remember the chessboard. The chessboard. Was there like a chessboard with actual big pieces on it or something? It sounds familiar. So yeah, demo. I'm not sure what server I played on. Oh, giant undead skeletons. Huh. Okay, we're going to run back in here real quick and sell my junk. Sell the junk. We are now 4. We've got a whole level to go to get to 5. Very excited about getting to level 5, though. Let's... oh, I don't want to do that right now. Do this. Sell all of the stuff. Click through all this. How about the best thing for soloing or two-manning is undeads? Yeah, because you've got all those spells specifically to use against them. What's probably going to happen is I'm going to try not to advance too far. I've got a friend that just hasn't got started yet, so I'll probably like try to get him playing this weekend or something. Like, hey man, you got to catch up to me. I can probably even help him a bit, kind of hang out and throw a buff on him and heal him between things or whatever. Plus also just bash things as well. Or he can just join with me, I suppose. Who knows? Who knows? Cool. Alrighty, well, we're over my time. I was shooting for like 2 hours. We're at 2:21. I really wanted to get level 4, which we've now done, which is cool. So yeah, that's about it. For those of you who are here, kind of, if you are interested in catching any future streams, obviously I have the overlay on there that says subscribe to catch the next stream. That's the best way to do it because I don't have any particular schedule. Right now I think I'm gonna stream EverQuest whenever I play it, just for fun. But that can be at some really random times. So anyway, sub if you want to see more of this, or obviously I'll be throwing them on the channel after the fact, so that's not necessary if you're interested in watching the older ones. I know there's a lot of other EverQuest stuff to watch though, so I get it if that's not the case. Yeah, I think that's just about it though. I am on Twitter too. I love just chatting about games. I'm always on Twitter. It follows me on my phone everywhere. At the Weem, if any of you happen to be on Twitter. But that's it. I'm going to be back here. Who knows? Next time I'll stream again. I may switch characters so that I kind of keep this guy in this lower level area for when my friend starts to play. If he ends up doing a barbarian, though, I may make a new character like a human monk or whatever and start over in Kinos or Quanos or however you say it. And just kind of hang out with him there because I think he'd run over there. So I think that'll be one of those two things will happen next time I play /stream. Can you still summon on Pally outside Gnome City? Not sure. Brian, you're already subbed. Oh, you hit the bell, huh? That's cool. Everybody's always in their videos like, be sure to hit the bell. I'm like, I can't bring myself. YouTube. Shaking my head at YouTube right now. Anyway, well, thanks for that. I appreciate that. And thank you guys for stopping in and watching and chatting, keeping me company. I appreciate that. I love just kind of chilling, playing the game, and BSing with people. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope to catch you guys here next time.